been a dream of mine was to have a big old pumpkin patch and sell pumpkins in the fall and make my dream come true. Definitely a good workout doing this. This one's over there still sleeping. Hey buddy, you awake? Be buttery. Real butter too. I like this old school way. I'm more of an old school person. Plus there's no cost in this. People think that breaks their legs and it doesn't. This whole... We got skunk number 10 right here. Here we go. Well, welcome to the Beaver Retriever channel, where I bring you along showing you a little bit of my lifestyle. I do a little bit of everything and kind of go with the seasons. And right now it's fall and we're selling pumpkins. I have a huge pumpkin patch and I probably sold about, I don't know, probably close to 500 pumpkins. Yeah, probably about 500 pumpkins I've sold already. So we got a fresh 127 we're putting out there right now. Yeah, yesterday alone we sold over 100 pumpkins, so that was my best day ever. In the years I've been doing this, 4 or 5 years. This is my best year yet on the pumpkin stand, so this has always been a dream of mine, was to have a big old pumpkin patch and sell pumpkins in the fall and make my dream come true. I'm taking all the proceeds from this and headed to Alaska. Like, this is going to pay for my gas and food and anything else I need to get to Alaska. And I'll worry about getting home from Alaska once I'm up there. Yeah, get this done. Yeah, we sold a lot of pumpkins yesterday. Yeah, that's a few pumpkins out there today, so hopefully today we do pretty good. So we'll check it at the end of the day and we'll see. Yeah, so now we're working on a birch pole order. I cut and sell these birch poles. We actually got a 850 piece order here a week or so ago, so I'm a little over halfway done. So we're gonna haul out some today. Just gotta be careful with them, can't scratch them all up. They're all used for decoration. Not really much adventure to this, so I don't really film a lot of this doing the birch pole stuff. Just I like to be on an adventure, but I gotta pay for the adventure, so this is what help pays for. Yeah, we're on load number 5 here. Definitely a good workout doing this. Twisting and turning, all the weight lifting. Yes, I'm doing this skunk job here, and I am on number 7 and number 8 skunks out of this place. I still can't believe that. That's freaking 8 skunks I caught out of this place. So what I gotta do is walk over to them with a sheet, cover them up, and carry them back over here. Let's see how this goes. So not a one is sprayed yet, so hopefully I can keep it that way. This one's over there still sleeping. Hey buddy, you awake? Freaking skunk sleeping. There's one. Yeah, that's funny. This freaking skunk sleeping. That's a big one. Yeah, that's crazy. 8 skunks in this place. I've caught 9 before. The most I've caught was 9 in one spot. And I caught 9 and like 4 coons in this one freaking spot. So 8. We'll see how many more we catch. We actually got to go get some more bait. Some sweet and salty granola bars. And reset these traps after I take care of these skunks. This saw a partridge fly into a tree over here. We got the shotgun out. It's freaking partridge season, so we're gonna get it. Yeah, so we did get that partridge. So unfortunately, the SD card was full on my camera here. Didn't realize that. So, but tonight we're gonna have smoked partridge for dinner. At least one smoked partridge, not a lot, but we'll have that and some potatoes probably for dinner. All right, we're gonna fire up the smoker, get that freaking partridge going. So we come in from deer hunting tonight. We'll have some fresh partridge for supper and maybe some pumpkin seeds. I think I'm gonna throw some of my pumpkin seeds. I harvested them pumpkin seeds this morning, so I'm gonna maybe throw them right in the smoker. Yeah, so I'm gonna try smoking them pumpkin seeds that I harvested this morning. See how that comes out. Who knows, might come out pretty damn good. The problem is I'm headed out hunting. They're gonna be in there a little longer than I think they're supposed to, but I got the smoker on real low, so should be good. Right now we're seasoning them. Yeah, so I've never done this before, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But I'm willing to try. Might be pretty good. Might be horrible. I don't know. I'm gonna leave them up high. Not all the way up high, but at least up higher. Now we'll clean off this rack and throw my partridge on that rack. And cut and put some of this butter right inside this partridge. Maybe cut like a hole right here. Put some butter right in there. Put some more butter right on this side. And a bake right in there. Be buttery. Real butter too. See, no freaking vegetable oil. Just some regular salt on that. Alright, so we're headed down to go hunting now. Yeah, so I got some skunk essence with me today. I'm going to put down below my tree stand. And that should hopefully cover up my scent. Hopefully it doesn't scare away the deer. I don't think it will. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully they won't smell me. Well, no deer tonight, so we're gonna keep hunting all week this week, hopefully. Every night we'll try to sit out there. Yeah, so my partridge barely cooked while I was gone. It's kind of too low, so we got it turned up more. Got some more wood down there in the bottom. Put my pumpkin seeds down lower. I just went and picked some potatoes. Got some potatoes in there on either side, and my partridge. Well, my pumpkin seeds were an epic fail. They freaking caught fire. I had some vegetable oil on them, and I think that's why. But my freaking partridge come out freaking nice. Definitely done. I think potatoes done too. Yep, potatoes done too. Nice. Yes, that's gonna be a good freaking dinner. Yeah, so we're back on that skunk job this morning, and there's skunk number 9 right there. That's crazy. These two traps are still set, but this one here has one in it. That's crazy. 9 skunks in one place. They definitely freaking multiply a lot. Yeah, so today we're gonna boil some coyote traps. We make my own dye. I use alder bark and I'll use some hemlock bark. And we'll boil it for a while, and then we'll bring it back down off the boil and dip all my traps in it. Leave my traps in it for like 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes. They'll come out black as could be. So right now we're cutting a bunch of alder trees right now. As you see, I got all kinds of alder trees. So we're gonna go through and cut them probably in like foot and a half, 2 feet sections. Alright, so now I'm going to gather all these up and we'll bring them home and we'll start peeling them. We'll peel them all into the pot I blow my traps into, and we'll get some water, and we'll fire up the propane burner and get it rolling. I'm going to take and debark this right into this tub. Let's see which knife I want to use. This one ain't too bad. I like this old school way. I'm more of an old school person. Plus there's no cost in this. A little bit of time. A fraction of propane to boil these. We'll probably fill this thing about half full. I use alder bark and I use some hemlock bark. We'll go over to a hemlock tree with an axe here in a little bit and get some bark off of that too. And I look forward to doing this every year. Alright, that's all we're going to do for today. Probably quarter full or so. Still got a handful left to peel. So now we're going to take a bucket and a hatchet and go over to a hemlock tree I got over there and try to chop off some hemlock bark. And we'll start boiling. Alright, that's probably enough. Got a little bit of water in it. I got a turkey burner, propane burner underneath this. I just have it in the barrel so if the wind picks up, as I'm boiling traps this fall, it doesn't blow out the heat. Yeah, alright, that mixture's all ready. I'll let that go until after dark when I come back from hunting. So about 4 hours from now, we'll start boiling some of my traps. Here's some of the traps. And this is what they look like after you boil them. You see how dark they are from last year compared to a rusty regular trap here. This year I'm actually trying something new. I always wax my traps. I'm not gonna wax no traps this year. We're getting there. It's definitely not boiling yet, but it's definitely getting darker. To go through some of these traps, I try to set them, make sure the pan's where I want it and everything before I boil it. Once I'm out there in the field setting traps, I wanted to set traps. I'll double check it, but I don't want to have to mess with my pan height on all my traps. So yes, we want to make sure it's got a tag on it, which it does, and a J hook at the end. And then we'll set it and see what it looks like. That does not look too bad. It's nice and level. We want it kind of level. So, and then I'll see how hard it goes off. Yeah, so I got all these rings. I just take a piece of wire and bend it. And I bend a little loop on this end so I can hook it to itself. So that's what I put into all my traps. So that way from this point right on, from this point on, I'll never touch that trap by hand again. I just put it in the boiling pot like that, pull it out, hang it, grab it like that, bring it to where I'm trapping. If it's got a ring on it, I know it's freshly dyed and ready for trapping. If it's an old trap I pulled or something, it doesn't have a ring on it. We're going to get probably 2 dozen ready. Goes off. Good. Number 2 down. People think that breaks their legs, and it doesn't. It just holds them there. And the reason why it has so much power is we have this underneath dirt that's going to end up freezing. So it's got to come up through that cold, frosty dirt. So they need to have some power, and they need to be able to hold the coyote there. These are good traps. These are a Duke 550, which is, they copied the MB 550. Good trap, very good trap. I like them. Alright, so I'm going to get some anthill dirt. Usually that's what I wax, is anthill dirt, since ants put off their own kind of natural wax. So we're going to go find an anthill mound and try to put some in one of my new rubber containers I just went out and bought. And after I boil my sifter, I will sift through that dirt. Right here, looks like an old anthill mound. Actually looks like a partridge has been sitting there sunning himself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these fir boughs, put inside my container, dig some of that in, and I'll go find another ant. Got my fir boughs in there. Stuff's super powdery. Actually works good for bedding traps. There'll be quite a bit just in this one batch, I think. That's probably good enough. Let's go get more, but I think this one will be fine. I actually use peat moss too. I got some peat moss yesterday. So we'll sift some of that peat moss out too. Yeah, back to hunting again. Hopefully tonight's the night we at least get a chance at a deer. Yeah, no deer tonight, but I heard the coyotes. Coyotes are coming in, so we'll be trapping them things in how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 5 more days, and I'll be setting traps for them things. So well, that's looking good. That looks wicked good. So we'll actually we're just gonna dump a bunch of traps in there right now. We're just gonna start putting some traps in there. Then I'm gonna go get a thing of water. See with these hooks here, I can just hook them right on the edge like that. Works pretty good to get them in and out of the boiling water here. Alright, it's been 10 minutes, so let's see what they look like. I think we're going to leave them in there for another little bit. Stram going in. Yes, we're at that skunk job again. We got skunk number 10 right here. That's crazy. 10 skunks in one spot. Living underneath that red shed back there. So we're headed out hunting this evening. We've been doing a trail clearing job for a lady. Haven't really videotaped anything, so and, do one more day doing that, and then we're gonna start coyote trapping. So make sure to stay tuned in next week. You'll see me start laying out some iron for the coyotes. Well, no deer this week, so hopefully next week we'll get one. I'm going to try sitting more in the pumpkin patch next week. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure to stay tuned in next week for more adventures with the Beaver Retriever.